About 7 years old, and my mum had a pen friend who lived just around the corner from Maureen. So she asked Maureen if she would like to write to a little 7-year-old English girl.
I've always lived in Omaha, and so it kind of gave me a new perspective of another part of the world and other people, and she turned out to be such a beautiful, wonderful person to get to know, and so I never stopped writing all these years. We had to put special postage on it, and it was something that nobody else in my family was doing, so I was kind of unique in that way.
Writing to Maureen and getting her letters, and really excited when her letter dropped on the doormat. We have a letter going back to 1974 where Maureen wrote to me on Snoopy letterhead, and we continue to do that now to some degree.
She would talk about her holidays, and I would love to see where she went, because for her, where she traveled to always seemed so exotic to me.
You go through life events together, not always happy, so the sad ones as well, and we were able to share everything.
It brought tears to my eyes when I read it the other day. She was always there to support me, which meant everything to me because my kids were pretty little at the time. You know, it was like having a sister there, and having your back and knowing that she was going to support me every way she could.
You know, 50 years of not being able to hug each other, just suddenly very emotional.
And she opened up her home to me. She gave me her own bedroom with flowers, and her little kitty cat came and slept in the bed with me for a little while. It was so great just sitting and having a conversation and being in the garden, and I got to meet her mom and her sister, and a little drive around the roundabouts in her town. It was so great.
My mum and Mrs. Manhart were first generation pen pals.
And we are second generation pen pals.
So we think there should be a third generation pen pals.
We're in.
We have each other on Facebook now, so I've kept up with everything. New pregnancy announcement as well. I ran down the stairs and I said to Mum, I think Beth's pregnant again.
Yeah, it's definitely more of like a new age pen palship. We definitely love to follow each other, anything that we can social media wise, but with WhatsApp it is nicer and much easier just to kind of send each other a message here and there. We have talked about sending letters to see if we could keep it up, but I don't think we'll be able to do it as long as they did that way.
I think one of the biggest things for me is to make sure that my children were doing it safely, and I think that the way Maureen and I were introduced was perfect, because, you know, it was verification that the person that you were going to talk to was safe.
Still really nice. Have a letter through the door with Maureen's writing, and I think, oh, it's a letter from Maureen. I get all excited still.
The friendships that you start can last you your entire lifetime.